Hello there. This is my pitch for Pool Protection Technologies. I hope you guys enjoy and follow along on the slides. I'll share them with you right now. All right, let's get into it. All across America, pool owners are dealing with problems related to algae in their swimming pools. It causes health problems for swimmers, it degrades the pool liner, and it ruins the aesthetic value of a nice, crisp, and clean pool. Due to this, pool owners are left with one of two options. One is a closet full of toxic chemicals, and two is constant and expensive pool maintenance. That's why my startup company, Pool Protection Technologies, is excited to introduce to you SAM, the environmentally friendly algae killer. As a 50,000 foot up view of what I'm going to be discussing today, I'm going to get into my team, how our solution came to be, and how our solution works. We're going to do a quick commercial assessment of the market, observing key players, competitors, and looking at our growth potential in the space. And of course, we're going to take a look at our current and future plans, see where the company's at right now, and see where it's going to be in the future. So let's get into it. Introducing our team. Our team is comprised of three very important members. Garrett Stegall, with 7+ years of experience in the pool industry, really saw the problem at first light with a lot of firsthand experience. Myself, Guy Gober, as an agricultural engineer with prior startup experience and a lot of electrical engineering experience, I've been mostly enlisted to help build up the company, help build up some of our customer base, and most importantly, build SAM and make the awesome technology behind it. And of course, Dr. Mark Trujan has been helping myself and Garrett in this process with his electrical engineering advice. And Dr. Trujan has been a fantastic help through all of this. He's really been helping me with the design and construction of SAM. Getting into how SAM works. SAM sits on the edge of your pool and is mounted via a suction cup mount. SAM utilizes two rechargeable 60 to 90-day batteries. So every 60 to 90 days, you're swapping one battery for the other and then placing that one on the charger. SAM utilizes ultrasonic waves to kill algae by emitting them over the length of the pool, all the way up to 50 feet away from the device itself. These ultrasonic waves are unable to be heard by human or pet ears, and generally speaking, don't affect anything inside or outside the pool other than algae. On a micro scale, this is what algae looks like inside of a pool. Under normal conditions, it would be allowed to proliferate and grow until it becomes enough of a problem for pool owners to have to call for a pool boy. But thanks to Pool Protection Technologies, SAM is your pool boy. Thanks to our specialized ultrasonic treatment, we're able to hit algae at just the right frequency that causes the cells to rupture and explode due to a property known as resonance, which is very similar to the way an opera singer hits the right note and shatters a glass. Once the algae settles to the bottom of the pool, there's one final vacuum, and thanks to the presence of the ultrasonic waves, algae is never able to grow there again. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we turn that unsightly pool you saw earlier into a beautiful, clean, and pristine pool that you see now. In terms of where this technology comes from, in truth, it's an innovative adaptation. This tech can already be seen across the pond in Europe through companies such as LG Sonic and P&L Solutions, particularly applying this tech in municipal reservoirs, small fisheries, and private ponds and lakes. Thanks to them, it's a well-researched science with use case on use case on use case, explaining how ultrasonics eliminate algae, the frequencies that they work at, and how much cost savings customers are experiencing with this reduced chemical use. And in truth, there's a lot of opportunity to take this technology that already works in the pond and lake industry and apply it to the pool industry. And it's worth mentioning that we are one of the first, if not the first, a company to apply this technology in the pool industry with a battery operated unit. So very important to keep that in mind. Looking at our customers and observing, how we really started to find this problem and how this problem came to be. Well, we interviewed 392 customers across 5 different cities in the Southeast and found that 78% of customers have a problem with algae in their pool. And on average, customers are spending nearly $1,300 per summer on pool maintenance related to algae alone. So not only is this problem severe and widespread, but also people are paying lots and lots of money to fix it right now. And that's why we're poised to provide a very good solution that people really will pay us for. In terms of those customers we interviewed, 42% of them said they want a more environmentally friendly solution. And on average, customers said they would pay $300 more were that solution available to them. In terms of where our customers are, across the Southeast, there are roughly 2.6 million pool owners, which means there are about 850,000 in our target customer segment of those residential pool owners seeking an environmentally friendly solution to their algae problem. In terms of our beachhead markets, where we'll be making our initial sales, we've identified the Atlanta and Savannah suburbs as areas of interest because of the high concentration of environmentally friendly pool owners in those regions. Looking at some competitive analysis and seeing how we stack up in the current industry. The MPC buoy offered by P&L Solutions costs $3,000 as a product and then a bit more for installation. It's also worth mentioning this is a cabled unit, so the picture I showed you earlier of the raft with the solar panels on it, there is a cable that goes underneath that and out to the lake's or pond's edge and connects to the main grid. The MPC buoy is a chemical-free reservoir solution and offers low to no maintenance as a part of its service to its customers. In terms of algae side and how customers are currently getting rid of the problem, as I mentioned a few slides ago, customers are spending about $1,280 per year on algae maintenance. And in truth, it's a chemically intensive process. You're throwing a lot of chlorine in the pool, a lot of shock, a lot of phosphorus remover, a lot of other different chemicals. It's a high effort system to keep algae out of your pool right now. And that is why SAM is the perfect middle ground. SAM is a $1,500 unit that reduces your chemical use and cleaning by eliminating algae from your pool. Looking at the use cases from our competitors, we can already see about a 30 to 70% reduction in chemical use, and we believe that SAM will be just in that range and provide a lot of cost savings because of that. And in truth, SAM is a minimal effort system. Having customers swap their batteries and swap their rechargeable batteries every 60 to 90 days is minimal effort, and we believe it is going to be an amazing product that customers will be head over heels for. Looking at our growth potential. So these numbers were calculated utilizing our product cost plus or multiplied by the number of customers in that target market. So the 40,000 customers that you saw a couple of slides ago in Atlanta and Savannah suburbs as our beachhead markets, there's around $60 million to be made just in those two suburban areas in Georgia alone, just in our beachhead markets. Looking at our serviceable available market across the Southeast, again, those people that are seeking an environmentally friendly solution to their algae problem, there's about $1.275 billion available on the market to us there. That is if we were to sell 100% to all of those customers. I know that's a very unrealistic expectation, but just looking at our growth potential, across the regions is very important. And of course, our total addressable market across the US, about $5 billion, thanks to the 10 million pools that there are across the US, basically painting the picture here of not only can this grow in the state of Georgia, not only can it grow across the Southeast, but this thing can grow across all of the United States, and there's a lot of market potential for it. There's a lot of space in this market for it, and we think we can get in there and really dominate, provided we have the right slingshot, we have the right funding, and we have the right recipe for success underneath us. Looking at our revenue projections into the coming year, currently we are spending about $750 per unit in order to build the units. That is including battery cost, electronics, the solar panel, the plastic casing for it, and the ultrasonic head. In terms of our revenue, we're generating about $1,500 in revenue by making those $1,500 sales for our units, and of course, resulting in a 50% profit because of that. Right now, in the coming months over the summer, really, we'll still be looking at that same cost model, but over the course of the next 6 months to a year, thanks to the UGA Engineering capstone that this startup is going to be a part of, we expect our electronics costs to start dropping pretty quickly, hoping to get them at about $500. And of course, during that time, as we build more use cases, we're going to start charging more because our product will have more brand name recognition and more reliability behind it. And of course, during that time, our profit is going to increase because of that. Looking at where we are now, we've completed customer discovery. We've prototyped our solution. We've got our beta tester right now. As I may have mentioned earlier, Mark Trudzen's got our first install in his pool, and we're collecting data through that right now. We've built a business plan around this idea of selling SAMs for $1,500 and hopefully growing and spreading into new blue oceans across the region as we expand, just from the Atlanta and Savannah suburbs to the state of Georgia, to the Southeast, to the entire nation, looking at those big blue oceans that we get to explore as this business grows. And of course, because of this huge problem we've identified, we've already had 9 customers come to us and say, hey, I'm interested in whatever you're, potentially may sell. This was during customer discovery, of course. I'll buy one without even knowing it. And so, of course, we couldn't take their money, but we've got 9 customers on indefinite pre-order. So meaning, we would build them a SAM tomorrow and sell it to them the next day if we had the money to do it, which, of course, that's why we're here, right? We're hopefully going to get some funding in order to help service those customers and, build up our business. And of course, where we will be in the coming months. So just looking at some, points on our plan, we want to build 10 plus use cases of bona fide data showing the reduced chemical uses and of course, increased cost savings thanks to that over the course of, one pool season for customers, hopefully building those use cases over the summer. During that time, we'll also be reaching out through our networks, making more business-to-business connections, meeting more people, shaking more hands, and we'd like to reach 50 sales sometime around November, October of this year. I think we'll be exceeding that number just because of how significant the pain point is. And of course, thanks to the Capstone group that we'll get together, we'll start building up some intellectual properties, start innovating and making this product even better than it is right now. And we'll file for provisional patent, and then of course seek non-provisional later, so that way we can, build our legal protections and prevent this technology from being stolen from us. And of course, lastly on that list is an online and shelf launch at the Vegas Pool Expo. Hopefully this coming December, we'll be able to go to it, make some great business-to-business connections, and expand our products as we, slingshot and grow, going from 10 sales to 100 sales to 1,000 sales to 10,000 sales, so looking at that bigger growth model and where we'll be coming in the next couple of months. And one of the bigger questions you may be asking yourself is, well, why now? Why will this work? Well, for one, our problem is legitimate and widespread. Algae isn't going away anytime soon, and it is the most persistent and prevalent problem in pools that you'll see. And so we know that people will pay us to solve this problem. We know it's a huge pain point, and it's just worth doing, So this is a really legitimate problem that people will pay us to solve. In terms of our competitors, they have other interests, LG Sonic, P&L Solutions, they're more interested in selling to municipalities like, the government of France or the government of Poland than what's in their own backyard, And looking at Leslie's and Hayward's and all these different pool companies, right now they're in a race to see who can make the best pool Roomba, for cleaning. And in truth, they couldn't adapt our technology to what they have right now, even if they wanted to. SAMs have to be in the pool 24/7, 365. Your average pool Roomba does a 4-hour cycle, and then it's done for the next couple of weeks. Our competitors have other interests, and because of that, we're at an advantageous position right now as a startup as we start to enter the market. And in truth, passion meets experience. This isn't my first startup, and failure is an old friend. I'll do whatever it takes to make this work. Thank you for your time.